Hello guys, welcome to coding, and in this class you're gonna need your Visual Studio Code. Alright, so you can click on that, and then you have to download it for Windows. Okay, so if you are using Mac, okay, um, you can click the Mac OS. If you're using Linux, you can actually download the version that you need for your PC or for your laptop. Okay, so download the right version. So for me, I have already installed Visual Studio Code, and it will help you to code any language that you like. Okay, so this is a coding app, okay, that you need to download. So first things first, download the um, Visual Studio Code, and then after downloading that, you can try to run it. Okay, so upon running it, you should see something like this. So we can code any kind of game, any kind of um, website using Visual Studio Code. So let's just wait as my PC is trying to open up, yeah, Visual Studio Code. Okay, so there we go. Here it is, and then we can enlarge it. Okay, so this is what you're gonna see if you're going to open your Visual Studio Code. So do not worry, I'm gonna help you as we set up your Visual Studio Code. Okay, so we can do HTML, we can do CSS, we can do PHP, we can do Java, and a lot of things that we can do in Visual Studio Code. We can still do Python, and we're going to use Python in making animations that has something to do with mathematics. Okay, so let's close this. So upon downloading and successfully installing your Visual Studio Code, you need one more, okay, and that is Python. Okay, so you can check if Python is already installed using your command prompt. So how to open your command prompt? All right, so you type in your search box, okay, CMD. So if you're using um, Windows, you type CMD and then open it, as you can see, and then there you go, and you type there Python um, version. Okay, so this will check if your system has already have Python and it. So if you see here, Python is not recognized and external command. So Python version, am I right? Did I? So you just have to copy it. Maybe I have not placed space there, and then hit enter. So Python was not found. Okay, that means Python is not installed. And then there is your version of Microsoft and so on and so forth. Alright, so let's install Python. Okay, you go to download Python, okay, or python.org, okay, and it will show you the latest version of Python. And then we go with that, click the link, and then the latest available version for Windows is 3.11. Alright, so you can actually choose one if you're using Linux, Unix, or Mac. Alright, so we're going to download 3.1 or 3.11, and let's hit it. And basically, this is the official website wherein you can download everything you need to run your Python code. Okay, because there are a lot of Python libraries. Okay, so Python is very functional in doing mathematical simulation. Okay, so making graph, making animations, and that's it. And then after downloading it, you can actually open it and run it. So in my other computer, um, yeah, you should add path, okay? Because if you do not add the path, um, what you call this? If you do not add the path, Visual Studio Code will not be able to run Python in its terminal. Okay, so you should add the path. Okay, so install now. Yes. So that's how we do it. Taking some time. Let's just wait until it's done. Alright, so alright. And then there are other libraries that you have to install. So after this, but basically those are the two basic installation that you should have in your PC if you want a wonderful animation that has something to do with math, physics, yeah, and science. You can still do JavaScript, but the problem with JavaScript is that they lack the ability to calculate. Okay, and Python is the best when it comes to numerical calculation. This is what scientists use to make simulations, and we want that in our class. Okay, so let's just try to run it for the very first time and check if the version is really installed. Some seconds more. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Taking a while, huh? All right, there it is. Setup was successful. New to Python, start with the online tutorial, blah 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 blah. So yeah, so if you're new to Python, you can actually do that. Okay. At your terminal, type py to launch Python. Okay. Or search your Python in your start menu. Okay. So let's go to terminal. Okay. Then run py. Type py. Did it run? Yeah. So that's it. So it says here Python 3.11 blank main October 24 2022 copyright credits licenses. Yeah, that's it. We're able to install Python in our computer. Okay, so you can also check whether Python is really installed if you have that. Yeah, so this one, and then you can try to open it. Okay. Yep. So if there is a code in written in Python, you just type it here, okay, and it will run. Okay. So that's another thing. So where do you write the Python code? You write the Python code in your Visual Studio Code. Then you compile it and then try to run it in your PC. Okay. If you wanted to put it online, that's another issue, and we're gonna solve it in a while. Alright guys, so that's how um, we try to run Python.